Ladies and gentlemen, with both weekends of the Black Ops 6 beta officially behind us, it is time for a Black Ops 6 review. Was it any good? Was it terrible? We'll be talking about all of that in this video. Before I go any further, I do want to say that everything that I talk about in this video is from my own experience of playing Black Ops 6 and my own personal opinions, okay? You might agree with some, you might disagree with some, that is totally fine. If you disagree or agree, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. But with that being said, first of all, I just want to say in general, I really enjoyed my time playing the Black Ops 6 beta. I really enjoyed it, okay? I found it very fun. The gameplay was awesome. The gunfight were also awesome. Now, yes, I know that's not a very popular opinion. I know it's not cool to actually like a Call of Duty game nowadays. The cool thing to do is just to hate on Call of Duty. However, if you guys have been watching me for a long time, you know me, I call a spade a spade. If something is good, I'm gonna tell you guys it's good. If something is bad or terrible, I'm gonna tell you guys it's not good, it's terrible. But when it comes to the Black Ops 6 beta, from what I played, from my experiences, I really had fun playing the game and I enjoyed my time with it. But of course, that does not mean the game was completely perfect. No, not even close to it. And as a matter of fact, it was actually far from perfect. However, it wasn't terrible by any means. It definitely had its own share of issues, which we'll talk about that in a second. But like I mentioned a couple seconds ago, first of all, the gameplay, I really felt it was nice. It was smooth. The gunfights was also smooth. And speaking of gunfights, the TTK or time to kill, I felt like that was at the sweet spot. It wasn't too fast to the point where you stood no chance once the enemy start shooting at you, but also it wasn't too slow where every gunfight you could turn on somebody and get that kill. No, like I said, it was at the perfect spot, at the sweet spot. Many times I was getting shot in the back, but I still had somewhat of time to actually turn on the player, like I said, and still managed to get the kill. Now, of course, that wasn't happening in every gunfight, but what I'm trying to say is, if you knew how to play the game and use the game mechanics like the Omni movement feature and all that, you could turn on somebody without him absolutely destroying you, because the time to kill is super fast and you stand no chance. Just because you got shot first does not mean that you will always lose the gunfight. No, you always have a chance in every gunfight, and that's absolutely awesome in my opinion. Next up, let's talk about the Omni movement feature, and man, oh man, what do I even have to say about the Omni movement feature? It is absolutely amazing. It allows you to play the game in a completely new way. It allows you to pull off some awesome kills in a gunfight. Boom, you can dive forwards, backwards, sideways, you can slide in all the directions. It is super crazy. You can absolutely break some ankles in this game with the Omni movement feature, and especially once you master the Omni movement feature, the rest will become history. And if you guys watched my Black Ops 6 beta videos, you could see how much fun I was having when I was using the Omni movement feature, diving sideways or backwards, sliding in all directions. I was having a ton of fun, if I'm being honest with you guys. I was getting kills in completely new ways. It was super fun. So yeah, simply put, Omni movement feature is something that I was really enjoying. I think it was definitely needed. It was something new, like I said. It keeps the game fresh, and that is always amazing, especially in a game like Call of Duty where every year is pretty much the same. So adding something new to make it feel fresh, that's always amazing. Another thing that I really enjoyed in the Black Ops 6 beta is the maps. And yes, I know currently it's a hot topic about the maps. A lot of people really do not like the maps in Black Ops 6, but to me, I really enjoyed the maps in Black Ops 6. Scud was my favorite one, followed by Skyline. Rewind, not so much, to be honest with you guys. Babylon is kind of fun, but at the same time, the spawns are a bit broken. So currently it's not a good map, but at the same time, it's not a terrible map. Once they fix the spawns, it should become a good map. However, the reason why I actually like the maps in Black Ops 6 is because they're small. If you guys watched any of my previous videos, I always say the smaller maps to medium-sized maps are my favorite. Why? Because you always get in gunfights, okay? There's constant action, unlike big maps where you run around for 4 or 5 minutes looking for somebody, you can't find anybody, and boom, somebody camping kills you from the back. And guess what? It's the same process, rinse and repeat. Every time you play on a large map, you go around looking for players for 4 or 5 minutes, you can't find anybody, only for somebody to kill you from the back because he was camping. And this is why I hate large maps. And the sad part is, this wasn't always the case. In the older Call of Duty games, large maps were awesome. However, ever since Infinity Ward made Modern Warfare 2019 and they made that game campy, that's why large maps became like this. Everybody's just camping, nobody wants to move around, and for the players that constantly move around, they always get punished because somebody's camping and they get killed from the back. And of course, Infinity Ward only made it 10 times worse with the release of Modern Warfare 2, the new one, of course. So yeah, that's why large maps are absolutely terrible in my opinion, especially in the modern Call of Duty games. All the Call of Duty games, large maps were awesome. In the new Call of Duty games after Infinity Ward's Modern Warfare 2019, large maps not a good idea. And Treyarch themselves also confirmed that all maps in Black Ops 6 will be small to medium-sized maps only, so there won't be any large maps. And like I said, to me that's good. I know a lot of people are upset about that. A lot of people want large maps, but like I said, Treyarch confirmed there won't be any large maps in Black Ops 6. And this is a great segue to move on and talk about the bad things I found in Black Ops 6 beta. As we were just talking about the maps, we of course have to talk about spawns. Spawns in Black Ops 6 were absolutely terrible. I've seen the crazy clips of the spawns on Babylon where you cannot leave your spawn, just getting killed them killed was absolutely ridiculous. And of course that's just one example. There were a lot of examples of spawns being absolutely broken in all the other maps. And the thing is, this is a conversation that happens in every new Call of Duty game, okay? Always the spawns are broken, no matter what year it is, no matter what developer it is. The community always gives them feedback to fix the spawns, and I feel like they never do. But the spawns being broken is always a conversation every year in Call of Duty. And unfortunately it is the same scenario here in Black Ops 6. The spawns are broken. Will they get fixed? We're not sure. Hopefully they do. But again, going from past Call of Duty games, the spawns will always be broken throughout the life cycle of Black Ops 6. Moving on from one thing that every year is broken in Call of Duty to another thing that is always broken every year in Call of Duty, and that is the footsteps audio. Exactly what I said for the spawns, but change it for the footsteps audio. Every year, no matter what game it is, no matter what developer it is, the footsteps audio is always inconsistent, whether that be in the beta or when the game fully launches. It takes them a couple months to fix it, and even then it's not 100% fixed. And again, unfortunately in Black Ops 6 the footsteps audio is so inconsistent, it's not even funny. Sometimes the enemy player is right next to you and you cannot hear the footsteps, sometimes you can. Sometimes the enemy player is so far away and yet you can still hear the footsteps audio. And yes, there is the acoustic amp field upgrade that apparently improves the footsteps audio, but how much is that gonna really improve when the main footsteps audio is broken, is inconsistent? So yeah, again, just like the spawns, footsteps audio was also broken in Black Ops 6 beta. Hopefully it gets fixed by the time launch comes, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Next up, we gotta talk about packet burst and latency. Now I'm gonna be fully honest with you guys here. In both weekends of playing the Black Ops 6 beta, I never experienced no packet burst or latency loss, okay? However, I can say that I know some people that did experience it, and I've also seen the crazy clips of people trying to play the Black Ops 6 beta but pretty much being unplayable because of packet burst and latency. Every second there is packet burst or latency loss, just absolutely crazy. So like I said, while I didn't experience it in both weekends when I was playing the game, however, I know how annoying it can be. I've experienced it in Modern Warfare 2. I've also experienced it in Modern Warfare 3 many times. It is very annoying, to be honest with you guys. And like I said, while yes, I didn't actually get affected by packet burst or latency loss, maybe I just got lucky, I'm not sure, but it is always a server side issue, which means it is from their end. So hopefully come the Black Ops 6 launch, it will be fixed and packet burst and latency loss will be a thing only available in the beta and not the full launch. Again, let's have to wait and see come the Black Ops 6 launch, but hopefully they do end up fixing it. Another thing that I find bad in Black Ops 6, and to be honest with you guys, this is just sad more than anything else, and that is the classic arcade feeling of the Black Ops series is completely gone. Unfortunately, Black Ops 6 does not feel like Black Ops 1, 2, 3, 4 or even Cold War. No, this just feels like Modern Warfare 2019, feels like Vanguard, feels like Modern Warfare 2 and feels like Modern Warfare 3, and simply put, it's just a 90s Gold 4 reskin of those games, okay? No difference apart from the setting. If you guys remember, about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago I made a video talking about this. The whole reason why Black Ops 6 lost its classic arcade Black Ops feeling is because Activision forced everyone, Sledgehammer Games, Treyarch, every developer team to switch engines to Infinity Ward's IW9 engine, even though Treyarch had their own engine, their own amazing engine that gave us all of these previous awesome Black Ops games with their classic arcade feeling to them. Unfortunately, with Black Ops 6 they were forced to move to Infinity Ward's IW9 engine, and guess what happens when they do that? Every game is gonna feel the same, with the only difference being the setting that game is set in, and that's it, okay? Now I don't know about you guys, but I would always wait for Treyarch's game because I knew it was gonna feel different. So we played an Infinity Ward game, then boom, the next year it was Treyarch's time. You know that you were getting a different game with a different feel to it, different style to it, and then boom, the next year you would get Infinity Ward's game and that would feel different as well. And every year you would get that new Call of Duty game, but each one was different in their own way. But unfortunately now, the past 3 or 4 years of Call of Duty, they all feel the same because they are all created in the same engine. So yeah, unfortunately that classic arcade feeling of Black Ops games is lost now, and they all feel the same, which is quite sad. And to finish off with this review of Black Ops 6 beta, we gotta talk about SBMM. It's no different from the previous years. SBMM of course is in Black Ops 6, and I would go and say it's been turned up to 11, okay? Unfortunately SBMM is here to stay. They're not gonna tone it down, they're not gonna completely remove it. No way, it makes them too much money for them to do that. SBMM is in the game because they want to cater to the casuals, and you know those casuals are the ones that are buying these wacky and weird bundles. So like I said, SBM makes them way too much money, so they won't tone it down or remove it. Unfortunately, we're just stuck with it in all Call of Duty games, and in Black Ops 6 it's been turned up to 11. It's super strong, it's not even funny. But like I said, don't expect SBMM to be going anywhere anytime soon. But if I'm being honest with you guys, apart from the things that I mentioned, I really enjoyed the game. I really felt like Black Ops 6 is really fun to play, really enjoyable to play. I've said it in a previous video, I feel like the Black Ops 6 beta was definitely one of the better betas we've had in the past couple couple years. I know you can call me crazy, but I stand by that. Black Ops 6 beta was actually awesome. But with that being said, make sure to click the video on the screen right now to watch me use a weapon that was nerfed in Black Ops 6, but was it really nerfed? Thank you guys for watching this video.